Exception handling. Yes, we discussed about what is the difference between an error and an exception. First, we discussed about what is the difference between an error and exception. Errors can't be handled, exceptions can be handled. Different types of errors are there. To be precise, three types: compile time errors, runtime errors, and logical errors. And when you're speaking about exceptions, two types of exceptions are there: checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions. Before understanding what are these checked and unchecked exceptions, first we need to remember two note points. Every exception always occurs only during runtime. Every exception always occurs only inside a method or inside a block. The exceptions which are detected, not occurred, which are detected at compilation time by the Java compiler are known as checked exceptions, and the exceptions which are detected at runtime by the JVM are known as unchecked exceptions. And we know what happens internally whenever there is an exception occurred in our program. And we discussed about exception hierarchy also. For example, when you're speaking about exception hierarchy, from the object class, we are having a child class that is throwable. From throwable, we're having two classes. What are those? Error and exception. Remember, exception is a class. It's a predefined class. Okay. As a matter of fact, for all checked and unchecked exceptions, what is the parent exception? Exception. Am I clear with that? For all checked and unchecked exceptions, the parent exception is exception. What is its parent class? Throwable. What is its parent class? Object. Remember that, okay? And yeah, we discussed about exception hierarchy, and after that, we started discussing about how to handle an exception. Kindly please do remember, exception handling means not removing the exception, not resolving the exception. We are providing an alternative way to continue the program execution. And when you're speaking about exception, how to handle an exception? By using try, catch, finally, blocks. Blocks. Inside the try block, we need to write the suspicious code. Catch block, inside the catch block, we need to handle the exception which occurred in the try block. Finally block, always it will be getting executed. So up to here, these are all the concepts which we had covered in our yesterday session. Today, we'll be discussing about some very, very important key points. Very important key points. But before discussing those key points, I do have a small doubt. That is, for example, let me get back to my program here. Okay. Void method one, system.out.println 10, system.out.println 20, system.out.println 30. Now let me go to my main method. Let me go to my main method. Now inside my main method, I'm gonna call new class A dot method one. Okay. And now here I'm going to divide a number by 0. You know that we'll be getting an exception. Yes or no? I want to handle the exception. I want to handle the exception. So obviously we need to write try catch catch finally. Finally. Now inside the try block, I am writing my suspicious code. Inside the catch block, I'm going to catch the exception which occurred in the try block. And okay, simply here I'm going to write system.out.println try block exectd executed, and here syso catch block executed, and here syso finally block exectd final block executed, just like that, as simple as this. Now okay, if I execute my program, right click, run as Java application. Now, answer my question. Is exception occurred? Is exception occurred? Is it handled? Am I able to see that exception information in my console? No. I am unable to see that exception information in the console. Yes or no here? I'm directly handling the exception. For example, I will not write this. Right click, run as Java application. We don't know. We don't know whether an exception occurred or handled or not. A responder. In order to check that, we need to go inside the code. So basically what I want to do here is, I want to display exception related information in the console. Sir, why we need to display exception related information? If you are not displaying exception related information, we will not be able to know why that exception occurred, where that exception occurred, and how we need to solve that. Respond. So it is always a good programming practice to display exception related information in the console. So in order to make that happen, we are having three options. System.out.println e dot get message. I'm trying to call a method. What is that method? Get message. Basically, this get message is present in throwable class. This get message is present in which class, guys? Throwable. As exception is the child class for throwable, as arithmetic exception is the child class for runtime, as runtime exception is the child class for exception. So all the exceptions, both checked and unchecked exceptions, can use the methods which are present in throwable. Am I clear with that? So that is the reason here I'm able to access that method. Now let's see what happens. Whenever we are using that get message method, it is going to give you the reason of the exception. Here it is going to give you the reason of the exception. For example, this is one way. Okay, this is one. Now let me just try to go with one more. That is system.out.println e dot toString method. Did you remember what is the use of toString method? It is going to convert an object into a string format. Now let's see what happens. Please tell me, what is the name of the exception? Please tell me, what is the name of the exception? Arithmetic exception. Why that exception has occurred? Dividing by 0. If you are using toString method, it gives name and reason of the exception. If you are using toString method, this is another way. Now, most commonly used way is e dot print stack trace method. I mean, the method itself name is print stack trace method. Sir, what is this e? This is the reference. This is the reference here. For example, sir, can I write AE? Of course. Of course you can do that. But remember, if you are writing AE, here also we need to write a reference, guys. You need to respond. And sir, where is this print stack trace method present? This is also present inside which class, guys? Throwable. So basically what this method will do, it gives complete info about the exception. Right click, run as Java application. Now tell me, what is the name of the exception? Arithmetic exception. Why that exception has occurred? Dividing by 0. In which method that exception has occurred? At which line that exception has occurred? From which method you are calling that exception occurring method? Inside main method also, at which line you are calling? Line number 28. Are you getting the point here? So whenever we are using print stack trace method, it gives the complete information related to the exception, just like your default exception handler. Am I clear with that? Kindly please do remember, it is always a good programming practice to display exception related information in the console. Please keep your side heading as methods to display. Please keep your side heading as methods to display exception information. Methods to display exception information. Note on a small point. Throwable class, throwable class defines, throwable class defines the following methods, defines the following methods to print exception information, to print exception information to the console. And please write these three methods. Just write the three methods. That's it. Don't more. Just the method names. Better? Please. Just the method names. Don't go with the description. Only the method names, please. Okay? Nice. Now, yeah, please go with the program. Go ahead. Feel free to use shortcuts. Absolutely okay. Feel free to use shortcuts. Make sure to write the comments also. Online students, please make sure to message me if completed. Done? Right, right. Please write. No problem. Right. All right. I believe it's complete, guys, for everyone. Okay. Now, let me just try to remove all this. I'm just going to go with AE dot print stack trace method. Enough. All right. Now, please keep your heading as key points in exception handling. Please keep your heading as key points in exception handling. All right. Close your books. Keep them aside. Close your books. Keep them aside. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the session. Right. Right now, I'm going to discuss some key points. You know what? My first question here is I have a doubt. That is, we know that in line number 11, we will be getting an exception. Yes or no? Why? Why we are getting an exception? We are dividing a number by zero, sir. If we are dividing a number by zero, obviously we'll be getting an arithmetic exception. Am I clear with this? So, sir, you know, just don't write zero. Just don't write zero. Then there will not be any exception. Nah? If there is no exception, no need of writing try catch finally also. Yeah, according to your opinion, yeah, of course that is correct. Of course that is correct. But for example, SCANNER new scanner equal to SC belongs to scanner, and I'm gonna write SOSTM system dot in. Now I will ask the user system dot out dot println enter a number. Whatever the number which is entered by the user, SC dot next int. I'm just trying to get it like this. Now I don't know which number will be entered by the user, yes or no. In this kind of situations, if there is an exception, how to handle that? That is the concept of exception handling. Exception handling means intentionally we will not be creating any exception. Okay, of course, there are some situations where actually we need to intentionally create an exception also. I'll let you know. I'll definitely want by the completion of our exception handling, you'll be able to understand that. But what I want to say is mostly nearly 80 to 90% of the time, exceptions will occur due to the data which is entered by the user. Data which is entered by the user. In that particular scenario, if we are not handling that exceptions, we will be getting, I mean, our program will be terminated. That is the whole point of exception handling. Am I clear with that? Respond. Okay. Now, one more time. What do you mean by exception handling? Exception handling means not removing the exception or not resolving the exception. We are providing an alternative way to continue the program execution. Dot. Okay. Exception handling done. Now, the point is, the very first point is, if you are writing, if you are writing try, catch, finally blocks, you need to maintain the order. Try block should be followed with catch block, should be followed with finally block. Sir, wait, I have a doubt. Why you are saying if? Can we write only two blocks? Can we write only one blocks? Is it mandatory to write all the three blocks? Wait for it. By the end of our today's session only, you will be getting a clarity on that point. But as of now, remember the point. What is that? If we are writing all the three blocks, pretty much damn sure try block should be followed with catch block, should be followed with finally block. For example, sir, I'll be writing try, finally catch. No, invalid. Sir, I'll be writing catch, try, finally. Come on. Absolutely not. Are you understanding the point here? Whenever you are writing try, catch, finally, you need to maintain the order. Order is important. Okay. Now here system.out.println, uh, I'm just going to write hello WORLD, hello world. Just simply I'm going to write hello world. Okay. Right. Now, uh, before going to that, Lalit, for every input by the user, we have to write exception handlings are like try, catch, finally methods. Depending upon your code, literally depending upon your code. If you think that there is an exception, yeah, you need to handle that. You need to handle that. Okay. Lalit. Okay. See, that's what I'm trying to say. That entirely depends upon the code. Okay. Now, okay, coming back. The very first point is if you are writing all the three blocks, please make sure to maintain the order. That is, try block should be followed with catch block should be followed with finally block. Okay, done. Now, the second point is okay, let me execute my program right now. Right click, run as, enter a number. I'm entering 5. Am I getting my output that is hello world in my console? Is hello world executed or not? Executed. Okay. Is hello world executed or not? Respond. Why? Now, here the point is inside the try block, always write minimum code, suspicious code. Why? Because if there is an exception occurred in the try block, I repeat, if there is an exception occurred in the try block, immediately your compiler will be shifting to its respective catch block. Remaining code which is present inside the try block will not be executed. For example, sir, I'm having a method. Okay. In my method, I'm having 100 lines. Okay. I don't know at which line I'll be getting an exception. Okay. Can I keep all these 100 lines inside the try block? Technically, syntactically, okay. Syntactically, okay. You can keep all those 100 lines inside the try block. You will not be getting any error. But the problem is, for example, if there is an exception occurred at fifth line, boom, done. Remaining all the 95 lines will not be getting executed. If the exception occurred at 45th line, that's it. From 46th line onwards, remaining lines will not be getting executed. Please tell me, did you understand this point here? That is the only reason it is always a good programming practice to write minimum code. Only write suspicious code inside the try block. Sir, you are experienced. So that is the reason you know that at which line you will be getting an exception. How many types of exception? How many number of exceptions are there? Hundreds of exceptions are there. Then how do we know at which line we'll be getting an exception? How do we able to know where is the suspicious code? Did you understand my question? Honestly speaking, you will be able to know that only through practice. Not exactly practice, only through experience. Experience. Only through experience, you will be able to know. For example, you know when array index out of bound exception will occur. Yes or no? You already came across that, so you know that. You know when arithmetic exception will occur. You know when null pointer exception will occur. Like that, whenever that situation comes, you will be able to understand. No need to worry. Am I clear with this? But remember one thing, don't keep maximum lines of code inside the try block. Why? Because if there is an exception occurred in the try block, from that particular line, your compiler will be shifted to its respective catch block. Remaining lines will not be executed. Dot. Is that clear? Online students, I need your opinion here. Please respond. Am I clear with this? Please be fast in replying. Okay. That is good. That is good. That is good. All right. Now, all right, guys. Now, please tell me, right click run as Java application. I am entering something like 10. Okay. Catch block executed. Catch block executed. Why? Wait. Meet me after the class. Catch block executed. Why? Obviously, there is no exception. Tell me when catch block will be getting executed. If there is an exception occurred in the try block, then only catch block will be getting executed. Okay. So I'm going to write exception occurred. Yes or no? One more time. Exception occurred. Is it handled? Catch block executed? Why? You said that catch block will be getting executed if there is an exception occurred in the try block. Yeah. Exception occurred, but why catch block did not got executed? Which exception occurred? Which exception you are handling? Both are not same. That is different. This is different. So basically, when catch block will be executed, catch block will be executed. Point number one, if there is an exception occurred in the try block. Point number two, you need to handle the exception. Same exception. Otherwise, a catch block will not be getting executed. Am I clear with that? If catch block is not getting executed, obviously your exception will not be handled. Your program will be gone. Am I clear with that? But sir, again, I have a doubt. You said that hundreds of exceptions, maybe thousands of exceptions are there. How do we know which exception occurred? We don't know the names of the exceptions. Hardly we know a few. Yesterday we wrote some exception hierarchy. Only those names, exception names we know. Remaining exception names also we don't know that. Did you understand my question? Come on. Then what we need to do? Fair point. That is actually a fair question. In that particular scenario, do one thing. Inside the catch block, you can catch the exception, exact exception which occurred in the try block. What is that exception which occurred in the try block? Tell me here, arithmetic exception. Here you can directly write arithmetic exception. Okay, no problem. Directly you can write arithmetic exception. Sir, I don't know. I don't know the name of its exception. Then write its parent exception. Write its parent exception. What is the parent exception for arithmetic exception? Runtime exception. Directly write runtime exception. If you are writing runtime exception, every child exception of runtime exception will be handled. See, yesterday you wrote that exception hierarchy, and there are a lot of child exceptions are there for runtime exception. Null pointer exception, index out of bound exception, illegal argument exception, illegal state, class cast, arithmetic exception. All these exceptions will be handled if you are writing runtime exception. Am I clear with that? Sir, I don't know. Even runtime exception also, I don't know. See, I'm saying inside the catch block, you need to catch the exact exception or its parent exception. Sir, I don't know exact exception. So I don't know its parent exception. Then what I need to do? Write exception. Write exception. If you write exception, if you write exception, every exception will be handled. Yes or no? So here simply write exception. Right click, run as Java application, and I'm giving 0. Of course, my exception will be handled. And obviously, I'll be getting my exception related information. So you will be able to know the name and then copy the name and paste it in the catch block. Is that clear? It is always a good programming practice to handle the exception which is actually occurring in the try block. Please, okay, handling parent exception is okay, but I advise you to to handle the exception which occurred in the try block. Am I clear with that? Why? Because in the interview will ask you directly which exceptions you have faced in your project and why. How did you handle them? If you are writing every time exception, 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 you will not be able to know the names of the exception also. Yes or no? This is a hack. HACK. Just a hack. You know what is a hack, right? Yes or no, yeah? It's just a hack. But I advise you to always handle the exceptions which occurred in your try block. Exact exception. Is that clear? Online students, please respond to the chat for me. Please respond to the chat. Is that clear? All right. That is good. That is good. That is good. Okay. So now answer my question. When catch block will be getting executed? If there is an exception occurred in the try block and we need to handle that exception or its parent exception. What is the parent exception for all the exceptions? Exception, not throwable. Exception. Am I clear with that? Okay, okay, okay. Now, all right. This is good. Now, guys, kindly please do remember this point. Deepu, have some patience. Could you please have some patience? Respond. Good. Great. Remember every question which you are giving me in the chat box, I will see that. No need to give the question second time or third time. Okay. Definitely I will see the question and I will give you a reply. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. Now, yeah, class will be disturbed. Anyways, now I told you about catch blocks. Okay. Now the point here is one more point is a single try block never exists. single try block means, sir, I want to write only try. Nope. Sir, I want to write only finally. Nope. Sir, I want to write only catch block. Obviously, no. Listen to the point very clearly. If you are writing try block, you are having three options. You can use try catch, you can use try block, catch block. You can use try block, finally block. You can use try catch, finally. The point is, try block should be followed with either catch block or finally block or both. One more time. One more time. Try block should be followed with, tell me, should be followed with catch block or finally block or both. I hope you understand the point here. For example, sir, I will not write catch block. Am I going to get any error? No, absolutely not. Right click, run as Java application. I am entering some number 5, catch block. Okay, sorry. Finally block executed and my program also executed normally. What if I'm trying to write 0? Am I getting an exception? Is it handled? Why? I believe you understand the point here. Okay. We see whenever you are writing try block, I repeat, whenever you are writing try block, you can write try catch valid, try finally valid, try catch finally valid. But remember, if you are writing only try and finally without writing catch, your exception will not be handled. Sir, I have a doubt. Try block, suspicious code. Okay, done. I understand. Catch block, it is going to handle the exception. Done. What is the use of finally block? You're saying that finally block will be getting executed always. So, yeah, what is the use of that finally block? Okay, guys, you know that it is always a good programming practice to close the resource. Yes or no? For example, I'm writing this inside my method one. Okay. I want to close my scanner class. Okay. If I write here sc.close, are you sure that line number 17 will be executed? You need to respond, Ra. Are you sure that line number 17 will be executed always? No. Why? Sir, if there is an exception occurred in line number 15, immediately our compiler will be shifting to our catch block. Remaining lines will not be getting executed, and if those lines are not getting executed, our connection will not be closed. So, not a great idea. Okay, sir, I'm going to write that inside my catch block. Same question. Are you sure that line number 23 will be getting executed always? No. When line number 23 will be getting executed? If there is an exception occurred in the try block and I should handle the same exception, then only catch block will be getting executed. Yes or no? So yeah, obviously here also writing this code is not a great choice. Not a great choice. So now what I'll be doing, I'm going to write this inside here. Now what do you say? Are you sure that line number 26 will be getting executed always? That is the reason. That is the use of finally block. Basically, finally block is used to close the connections. It may be file connections, it may be scanner class, it may be cloud, it may be database connections. Wherever you want to close the connection, it is always a good programming practice to write that code inside the finally block. Why? Because it is used to close the connections, and yeah, 100% finally block will be getting executed. Is that clear? Online students, I need your opinion on this. Please respond. Am I clear with that? Right, right. That is good. That is good. That is good. Absolutely good. Okay. Now, now, uh, I'll do one thing. Let me, you know what? Let me just try to take an array. I just want to take an array. New by the way, uh, Ravindra, starting of the session, you asked me a doubt. You asked me a question. I believe you understand. You got the answer for your question, Ravindra? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Very good. Now, I'm going to take an array. New int, you know what? Let me go like string. Giving 5 equal to ARR belongs to, okay, this is an array of type string. Okay, I'm having a string array. Now I'm going to pass ARR of 1 equal to Java. Okay. ARR of 2, sorry, ARR of 2 equal to, I'm going to write Kishan. 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 Just an array. Now, here, system.out.println, I'm using two uppercase, two upper, or else let me just try to use length method which is present in string class. Okay, so ARR of one dot length, ARR one of length. Now, if I'm executing my program, I'm giving the number as 5. So, okay, 20 divided by 5, 4, and the length of the string is also 4. Okay. One more time, I'm trying to give the number as 20. So 20 divided by 21, length is 4. Up to now, is it clear, guys, for everyone? Okay. Now, my question is here, instead of 1, I'm going to give 0. I'll be giving 0. Which element is present at 0th index position? Null. You know that we cannot perform any operations on null. So if we are executing our program right now, okay, I'm entering 5, immediately I'm getting an exception. Yes or no? Yes or no? Which exception we are getting? Is it handled or not? No, it's not handled. Why it is not handled? Inside the cache block, which exception we are handling? So let me just try to write null pointer exception. Right click, run as Java application. I'm entering 0. I'm entering 0. Exception occurred. Is it handled? No. Why? Sir, in the cache block right now we are handling null pointer exception. So, okay. I understand the problem. Right now in my try block, there is a chance of getting two exceptions. In my try block, there is a chance of getting two exceptions. Yes or no? What are those? Here, there is a chance of getting arithmetic exception. Here, there is a chance of getting null pointer exception. So, in this particular case, what I need to do? Sir, simply write exception. If you write exception, every exception will be handled. Yeah, of course, that is correct. But what I told you, it's not a good programming practice, I told you. Yes or no? So instead of writing this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write one more catch block. Wait, can we write multiple catch blocks? Absolutely. This is first catch block. This is second catch block. Now tell me, when first catch block will be getting executed? If there is an exception, which exception? When second catch block will be getting executed? Right click, run as Java application, and here I'm entering 0. Is exception occurred? Is exception occurred? Is it handled? No. If it is not handled, how you will be getting your output 30? Is it handled or not? It is handled. Sir, I have a doubt. Yeah, wait. My question is, exception occurred, sir. But what about line number 19? What about line number 19? It did not got executed. Yes, it did not got executed. Why? You tell me why. You tell me why. Inside the try block, if there is an exception, immediately it will be coming to its respective catch block. For example, right click run as Java application. Here I am writing 20. Exception occurred? Occurred? Is it handled? Which catch block got executed? Second catch block. Sir, this is okay, but what if we are having, I'm trying to write 0. Now exception occurred, it got handled, okay, fine. But this line did not got executed. Don't write that inside the try block. Don't write that inside the try block. That's what I told you. Inside the try block, always write minimum code. If you want this line number 19 also to be getting executed, then write it in another try catch finally. Are you understanding the point here? Respond. For example, cut, cut, catch inside this null pointer exception. And it's already taken. Let me go like np, and here np dot print stack trace method. Did you understand? Respond. Let's execute. Right click, run as Java application. Now I'm entering the number as 0. I'm entering my number as 0. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, enter. Are you understanding the point here? Respond here. Is null pointer exception handled? Is arithmetic exception handled? And is your entire program executed? That's it. As simple as this. Online students, did you understand this point? I want you to please respond to me in the chat. Please respond to me in the chat. You can write like this. You can write like this, or else completely you can remove from the catch block and write it in entire another new try catch finally. Tell me one thing, Ra. Inside a method, how many if else conditions you can write? Your wish. Exactly the same. Inside that method, how many try catch finally you can write? Your wish. Any number of blocks you can write. Am I clear with the concept here? Respond. All right. Let me just try to, I'm removing this. Simply here, I'll be writing system.out.println. System.println, what is that? Length, length, length method plus arr of 0 dot length. All right. Kindly please do remember that. Okay. All right. Deepu, is your doubt clear, Nana? I want you to please respond to me, Deepu. Right. Right. That is very good. That is very good. Okay. Now, so here, guys, you need to remember one small point. For example, tell me why I am getting an error. Don't say duplicate exception. The reason why we are getting an error here because in line number 22, which exception you are handling? Again, what is the use of handling the same arithmetic exception one more time? Is that clear? Ah, tell me why we are getting an error. Same answer, sir. Exactly the same answer. In line number 22, every exception is handled there. In that, arithmetic exception is also there. Yes or no? So again, what is the use of writing that one more time? So here, what I want to say here is, whenever you are writing multiple catch blocks, obviously duplicate exceptions are not allowed. Second important point is, please make sure your parent exception should be always in the last catch block. Whenever you are writing multiple catch blocks, always please make sure that your parent, parent exception should be in the last catch block. For example, this question I have faced in one of my interviews. Which one is valid? I faced this question in one of my interview. I faced this question. Let us think that this is first one and this is second one. Tell me which one is valid, which one is invalid. First one is valid. Valid or invalid? First one is absolutely invalid. Why? Because exception, okay. Throwable, okay. Null pointer exception, no. This is actually already handled inside a exception. So this is absolutely wrong. Coming to the second one, arithmetic exception. Okay, cool. After that, yeah, it's parent. Cool. After that, did you understand the point here? Whenever you are writing multiple catch blocks, always parent exception should be in the last catch block. You need to follow exception hierarchy. That is the reason yesterday I told you. If you don't know that exception hierarchy, for example, yesterday you did not write that exception hierarchy. Today you will not understand what I am saying right now. Honestly, tell me yes or no. As simple as this. All right. Now, let me just try to remove this. Online students, I guess it's clear, guys, for everyone. Please respond. Is it clear? One more time, I am saying, whenever you are writing multiple catch blocks, please make sure that your parent exception always, it should be present in the last catch block. Okay, okay, okay. This is cool. This is nice. Now, let me remove this. Now, I'm going to write one more method. Void method 2 system.out.println. Simply I'm going to write method 2 called. Okay. Try new file input stream. Here we need to give the file path here equal to FIS belongs to file input stream, and let me THROWS throws exception. Just let me try to write like this. Okay. Kindly please don't worry about line number 41. Don't worry about line number 41. What is that throws keyword? Why we have written like that? Tomorrow we'll be trying to discuss that. Whenever you are speaking about exception handling, 5 things are there. Try, catch, finally, throw, throws. Try, catch, finally are blocks. Throw and throws, these are something different. Wait for it. Tomorrow we'll discuss. Am I clear with that? Now my question is, am I getting any error in method 2? No, sir, we are not getting any error. Why we should be getting an error? Why we should be getting an error, sir? I told you a single try block never exists. Yes or no? Whenever you are writing a try block, pretty much damn sure you should write either catch or both. Either catch or finally or both. a single try block never exists, I told you. Sir, but here, buddy, this is not exactly try block. This is try with resources. Means, for example, here, for example, this is try block. This is try block. This is, please tell me, this is try with resources. This is possible from Java 1.7 version onwards. Okay, this is different. This is different. Am I clear with that? Okay. Sir, but what is this file input stream, file path? What is all this? Buddy, in our Java, we are having a concept known as IO streams. Okay, let me just try to write here something like file one, and here I'm going to write B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F. We are having a concept known as IO streams. So basically, what is the use of these IO streams? You know, IO means input, output operations. Okay. By using IO streams, we will be able to read the data from a file or write the data into a file. We will discuss this after multi-threading. Next week. After next week, we'll be discussing IO streams concept. But as of now, I just want to write like this. Simply system.out.println CONNECT1 connection CREATD connection created. I'm just writing connection created. I'm not writing the code to read the data. Hey, sir, no, I'm not writing the code to read the data. I just want to show you there is a concept like try with resources. Enough. Now, if I'm going to call my, okay, equal to AOBJ belongs to class A and AOBJ dot method 1, AOBJ dot method 2, and here THROWS throws exception. Sir, why we are writing this throws exception? We'll discuss this tomorrow. Wait for it. Now, let me just try to call method 2. Am I able to execute my program normally? Am I getting any error? No. So single try block never exists, but try with resources we can write. Am I clear with that? Okay. All right. Now, one last point, guys. That is from Java 1.7 version onwards, we can handle multiple exceptions by using single catch block. One more time. One more time. From Java 1.7 version onwards, we can handle multiple exceptions by using single catch block. We can handle right now also. The example, see, okay, I'm going to write exactly the same catch block, sir. Okay, and here simply I will write a exception. If I'm writing exception, every exception will be handled. I don't mean this. I don't mean like this. What I want to say here is from Java 1.7 version onwards, we can write, we can handle multiple exceptions in one single catch block. This catch block right now, it will handle arithmetic exception or null pointer exception. Sir, or means we need to write like this. This is logical or. If you're writing two slashes, two lines, this is logical or. This is only one line. This is bitwise or. Bitwise operators. Okay. Now, tell me one thing. Okay, let me first try to execute my program. Right click, run as Java application. Oh, sorry. Let me first try to call my method one. All right. Right click, run as Java application. And is it handled? Respond. Online students, you need responder. Please tell me, is my catch block handled? Okay, now let me just try to go like uh, 2. Again, I'm able to handle my null pointer exception also. Are you getting the point here? So this is possible from which version? Java 1.7 version. Now my question is, if I remove this arithmetic means I'll keep only exception. Am I going to get any error or not? I'll be getting an error. Okay, let me remove this. Tell me why we are getting an error. Sir, you wrote the exception in the starting. Okay. If I remove this null pointer, am I going to get any exception? This is bitwise OR. Bitwise OR means our compiler will check both the exceptions. It will check both the exceptions. So whenever you are using bitwise OR, please make sure that there should not be any parent-child relationship. If you are having a parent-child relationship, you will be getting a compile time error. For example, open your exception hierarchy. Please open your exception hierarchy and tell me arithmetic exception and null pointer exception. Which one is parent and which one is child? Absolutely. Both are child exceptions. Those are siblings, right? Whenever you are speaking, I mean, whenever you want to handle an exception in this manner, please make sure that there should not be any parent-child relationship. Dot. Up to now, is it clear, guys, for everyone? Online students, please respond to me in the chat. I guess it's clear, guys, for everyone. All right. Now, I want you to please write these key points in your notes and please make sure to read and write. Please read and write. Every point is an answer for a question. What? Please go ahead. Every point is an answer for a question here. Read and write. Start. Don't waste the time. Start. Start. After that, you need to write the program. Read and write. Are you understanding the points? Please read and write. Read and write. 8th point complete for everyone. Eighth, no? Carry on, no problem. Carry on. Please carry on. No worries. 'Online students, if completed, kindly please make sure to message me in the chat. If completed, take time, no problem. If completed, message me. Take time. And please check the 11th point, guys. Between try, catch, finally, there should not be any individual statements. I told you order should be maintained. What I told you, try block should be followed with catch block, should be followed with finally. Means between try and catch or catch and finally, you should not write any statements. Remember that.